Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Outriders. Today we're going to be showcasing how to actually grind legendaries slash epics. I do think expeditions seem like they're the best for legendaries, but you have to gold star them, and this has just a really lower barrier of entry, and as soon as you get to this boss, you'll be able to do that. Now, beware, there are spoilers here of one boss within the game that is probably one of the least inspired bosses. It's pretty easy, and it's kind of just like a big Goliath thing, but I digress. Warning, just for that. Now, because we've already entered into spoiler land, and you're like, well, this is not too much of a spoiler, you will know you're close to this, not when you go to the war zone, but when you go to the mining field. If you're near that place, then you're really close to getting to this boss. Anyways, I digress, just because I was wondering, people were like, get to the forest. I'm like, I've been playing for like 30 hours. Not 30, I've been playing for like a couple hours. What the hell? where am I going to get to this person? Now, before we get into this, another thing that I would love for you guys to actually do is to go over to settings and to click on auto loot. It just makes things easier. It's not necessarily necessary in this instance, but it makes things a hell of a lot easier. Basically, you hit down on the D-pad, just suck up everything in the world space. Fantastic. Now, let's get into how we actually start this thing. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to lobby. That's the first. Well, first you're going to need to beat the boss. So you're going to need to get to it, defeat it, and then when you defeat it, you'll have the ability to redo it. So as soon as you kill it, you can literally dashboard like this and come to select story point. This will not mess up your progression. You can go backwards and forwards, so it always keeps track of where you're at, as long as you've attained certain checkpoints, i.e. either right here and here. But we're going to go do this one specifically. So you need to get to the forest enclave? Weird. But yeah, you're going to need to go to this point in the story, which is right after this and this. I don't want to spoil you too much. But, and you're going to want to basically go to this story point. So you're going to hit that one, and you're going to say confirm this story point. You want to go to that, yes. And then you just hit continue, and now you're going to be put right in front of the boss. That one's pretty easy. But, one of the things that is so frustrating, and forgive me, because something just flew in my eye. Panic. But one of the things that's so frustrating in this game is that the difficulty spikes is so weird, and I think it's different for class. I'm playing the Devastator, who I thought was going to be very good. I have never felt more weak and not tanky in instances like this, when I'm fighting like a bug that I just feel like a total bitch. And then the trickster can put up a bubble where everybody gets it's just a lot. And it's frustrating. I digress. But this is one of those farms where you might have trouble and you might need to drop it to down a couple world tiers. That is okay. The reason why is because one of the things that you're going to encounter in this fight, some people have been saying it's easy. It's easy based on what skills you have access to, what guns you have. If you're going to this fight with not very good weapons, if you're going to this fight with not very good armor, if you're not going to this fight with a class that actually seems like it's able to survive and deal damage and not just one or the other, and it's super situational, you'll probably be able to do it just fine. But some tips and tricks that I have for you is, of course, to equip certain skills. If you're playing the Devastator, equip a Tremor. Tremor's like the only heal ability that we can, and you'll see when we're fighting this, and maybe I'm playing it in the background, but when we're actually in the fight, fighting the beast, and on its second phase, there are these flying beetles that just shred you to nothing. Oh my god, it's so frustrating, especially when you have no weapons to deal damage anyway, and it's just, god. But lowering your world tier is perfectly fine. For instance, lower your world tier, you're gonna be getting some decent gear. You'll eventually get gear to drop, such as, where is it? It was on something huge. It was my gloves? Yes. Just activating Tremor on a passive regenerates 61 health passively and gives me a ton of armor. Just that one perk. And it's level 1 of this human fortress thing. It's fantastic. It gives you consistent lifesteal. Basically gives you a way to fully regenerate, which, oh my god, I cannot describe how many times I'm just sitting there like, what do? I can do nothing. The minute I get close to these firefly fucks, I just get smashed into bits. What is happening? I'm supposed to be the tank, and I feel like the trickster's over here, who's the assassin DPS class, has more survivability and sustain than me. What has happened? What is this? But thus far, it's rough out here, boys. Anyways, also you'll get special things. So one of the things that's fantastic and very valuable, as you're probably seeing, is I'm hammering this thing's crit spot. This thing, that is amazing. That's something you're going to need to do. So you're going to need some sort of weapon to shred off his meat, his skin, and then you're going to open up his body for weak point damage, heavy weak point damage at that. And also, unfortunately, yes, shotguns are god tier everywhere, but in situations like this, snipers rule king because you can't even get close enough to deal damage. Well, but maybe you got an absolutely cracked shotgun that can have a good bit of range. In that case, go forth and conquer, my friend. So again, I want to stress, if you're having problems with this fight, hey, brother, my friend, buddy old pal, friend of mine, it's okay. If it's frustrating, lower the tier down. You'll be okay. I had to lower it down. I was playing at 6. I had to lower it down to 5. I was able to kill it, and I'm at the point where I think if I just get a chest piece, I'm gonna be able to go to 6, and then hopefully I'll be able to go to 7 or whatever it might be. So yeah, perks on your mods, on your armor mods are massive. Just get a couple of those, and then you'll probably be fine. Honestly, I think you'll be fine if you're playing everyone but the Devastator. Anyways, just because we have no way to heal, it's real rough. And not even that, but it's like our barrier is just useless on certain enemy types, and I don't think any other character really has that problem as bad as the Devastator, so it's unfortunate. Now, don't be too aggressive too soon. Also, we got the Endless Mass one. Okay, so now we can start dealing damage, just because there's like a window of invincibility. There's only a couple things you actually need to pay attention to. He has this one attack that's basically this like death beam. And so that's what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna open up the right hand side of his body, and then hide. So that will instantly kill you, or not instantly kill you. Sorry, it will hurt you a lot. It will put you in a real bad place, and etc. Also, you can also reset your build so that you're dealing like peak damage. And you can also shoot him, but it's a little rough when you can't see where you're going. Anyways, also he'll do that swipe thing. If you're just staying moderately far back because you have a sniper, then you're good. That ability is only really there for shotgun people, but even then, I was trying to use a shotgun against him and it just wasn't even registering, so I don't know if there's like just complete damage drop-off kind of thing. But yes, we're kind of able to kill him pretty quick. As soon as you get down half of his health, he basically can't deal damage anymore. 0 right there. Also, I don't know what happened with me saying that word. I had a stroke. Let's not talk about it. So as soon as you do that, you're just going to back up, and this will take place. Sometimes he can like get into attack combination, and if you hit him, he'll finish that attack. So just be careful. You could still get hit by that. And yeah, at this point, again, you just want to have a high degree of sniper rifle. I can't, like, I might even show you guys at the end of this when we're shooting the shit and talking, that I failed so much because I just couldn't deal enough damage, because I didn't have the right weapons and shit just to fight him in the first run. But the good news is if you can just beat him once, that's why if you drop your world rank, you even get a decent blue, and then you can, like, you know, increase it once you have strength, but you won't have strength unless you have decent weapons and whatnot. Also, don't get too close. You want to kind of stay in this like happy medium point where you're far enough away but not too damn close. Also, he'll throw rocks at you, and again, you're just trying to focus on the weak point that you opened. He does have like a heart, but I don't know if it's worth it. Also, there's ammo boxes, so you can always like make sure you're okay in terms of like having enough ammo constantly. And from here you can shoot his head, but you're going to want to shoot, again, that's why I open up his right shoulder. You could open up his left shoulder if you want, but I just do that just because to me it makes more sense, and because I always get down back here. I'm sorry, it's hard to aim, snipe, and explain. But yeah, so now these things will come out, and my god, man, especially when you don't have a good assault rifle when you're going into this fight, it's bad. Now, if you're one of those people who got lucky with weapons, you're probably like, what the hell are you talking about, Grin? It's super easy. Great. I'm so happy for you. Get away from me. I'm upset. Yeah, it's rough. Also, don't ever roll backwards. I make mistakes. But yeah, you can take them out. You can also kill him in one phase. Also, God, he's gelatinous. It's the worst. Anyways, so we have enough ammo to keep shooting him. And again, at this point, we probably should be able to finish up this phase. He will hit the middle point though. So we start running to the right. He'll start using that blast. Yeah, like, so we just killed him, see, but he was blowing his like death breath in the center, so you just move to the right. But anyways, we kill him, knock him dead. Don't want to spoil the cutscene just in case you haven't seen it. But I'm at world tier 5 right now, and I'm getting 2 purples, and I've never done a run where I haven't gotten 2 purples. So there's two breaking points, or three breaking points. So the three kind of beginner farms that can help you if you are struggling with Outriders, which a lot of this game, man, is just getting a weapon that is at your current level and can deal any iota of damage. That's it. Like, again, killing those things is super easy now that I have a purple tier burst assault rifle. Super easy. Like, I can't even tell you how they did the difference of, like, challenge. It's wild. Anyways, so we made a video about showcasing the very beginner farm, which was that one kind of special captain elite enemy that you can kill and actually get a decent amount of blues and even purples if you're at a higher enough world tier. Good to go. And then the second one after that is the first city, where you can just kind of increase your XP and your world level. That's a fantastic farm as well. But this one, it seems like if you can get to this place in the game and you can deal enough damage to kill this person, this can be your anchor point constantly. So if you end up pushing forward in the story heavily, you can come back to this boss, kill him, get some purples, hopefully get a couple purple weapons, so now you're actually dealing the same damage as the enemies that you're fighting against in the future, and now you can go ahead and smash those enemies. So this should be your anchor point constantly for the game if you are having trouble. If you want to just kind of see what happens, get a good gun, maybe that one gun's gonna carry you, sure. If you want to just get all the good guns and all that, then you can do this. Now, how does the farm repeat itself? Well, again, we just did exactly what we did in the beginning. We returned to lobby, we set our story point to right here. This is the max story point that I haven't gotten access to, so I can't go further or beyond. But anyways, so we're just gonna reset that fight. Again, I'm already on the special things, and then we're just gonna jump back in, and I could increase my world tier. You guys want to see if I could do it at world tier 6? Maybe, again, but also, I don't know, like, we're getting 2 purples per run at world tier 5, and I've never not gotten 2 purples, so doing world tier 6, I don't think doing world tier 7 is gonna get me legendaries. I just don't know what the incentive is to do it at world tier 6. I've heard people say legendaries are hard to get, like ridiculously weird and hard to attain. Only really attained through expeditions and whatnot, so I don't know. It seems like a lot, honestly. Also, you can keep the gear that's specifically good for this. Like, I got a chest piece or a pants that increase my sniper rifle damage, so that's specifically good for this. Even though, isn't it hilarious that I've played the Devastator, and I've gotten like 5 shotguns my whole time playing, and I've gotten snipers galore, and it's just the trolliest, horrificest, most worst game ever. I'm kidding, it's great, but it's a lot. I can basically smash and cause an earthquake 6 different ways. That's it. Yeah, just like a giant AoE kind of level hit. That's what we do here. I'm like, okay, wow, are they strong? Eh, they're okay. Well, most things are far away from you, actually, and if you get close, then every enemy shoots you in the face and you get punished instantly. This feels like fundamentally flawed. Yeah, you think it? Yes. You think so? Same. Also, again, you can remap your skills to basically facilitate you being a little bit okay. Man, I hate when he does that, because it hides his crit spot, so I can't do shit. But yeah, don't worry about like ammo usage at all in this instance. But also, again, if you just go completely offensive and you just find a way to deal a shit ton of damage, you can probably profit. That's why I think Trickster and Technomancer and all you guys will be absolutely fantastic, just because Technomancer has an ability to just shred things when he's using a sniper rifle, because he has sniper rifle specific skills, which is good. And that's, in this instance, killing bosses and stuff is just, yeah, super valuable to have that. Obviously, if I did actually run out of bullets, oh, rough. We're okay though. We got it halfway through. As we stock, as we load. Alright, well, that was a little rough, but thank God we have that tremor one that can just give me health, because that was what I was struggling with. It's like I got hit with one of those beams, and then by the time those little stupid like fireflies came at me, I just get wrecked. Because the boss itself isn't the hard part. It's the random shit that's like all the things going on like firing at you that's the problem. Otherwise, you can actually complete it quite quickly, as long as you have like a means to deal damage and such. But otherwise, it's a little rough. It's hard out here. Also, I love that I'm playing the Devastator and I'm just like wrecking with a sniper rifle. It's like, yeah, this is what I planned. This is my favorite kind of gameplay is staying really far back and not being able to punish anybody and just having to wait my turn. And it's just the best. I can't describe how much overwhelming joy I have. Also, Mother of God. Man, the difference between one world tier is just like astonishingly high. He's gonna start hucking rocks. He's gonna come back. You can hit the crit spot from here. Also, it has a slow effect or an ice effect. Yeah, man, like beforehand, we basically got him down pat by this time. Alright, so now, there's some problems. See, like these things, just one world tier above. Also, isn't it fun that like they're so far away and they can just move like so quickly away from you and you're just stuck. You just gotta sit there and take it. It's the worst. And then when you try to get close, they'll do this like crazy dash and just shred you. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Activate tremors just to heal passively, man. Yeah, I hate those bug things so much. Also, roll forward, because now he's in his normal phase. And now we should be able to one cycle him. Or, God, what the hell happened to my joystick there? And then he runs away. And that's our life. A nightmare. A nightmare as a Devastator. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Class that seemed like it was generally had a lot of utility, all goes out the window when fighting one type of enemy. Feels great. Love it. It's the best. Skip it. I don't want to look at it. Anyways. So yeah, see, this is what I mean. We got one extra blue from like increased world tiers. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, fam. I'm not sure if that's it. I mean, I guess we do get it at like a higher like level a little bit, but yeah. Oh, now big thing. You do have like a limited thing here. So we have 5 of 15. So be careful to like always make sure you break down your stuff. In fact, you can actually at this point, you can probably break down all of the blues that you have. You can hit this button and that will mark all of the blue things, and you can hit delete. Or not delete, you'll dismantle them and collect the resources and mods. But yeah, that's something that you can do at this point because like you guys can see, we're getting 2 purples per thing. You're probably going to be pretty okay when it comes to that. What did we get? We got this, that's old. I think we got armor this time around. Yeah, we got this helmet. Yeah, Bloodlust, man. See, like some of these end tier mods seem legit, like fantastic. Like this is what makes and breaks stuff, where it gives you 265 firepower just for killing an enemy. What? And that stacks up to 3 times. Like, what? That's massive. That's incredible. Also, one thing I didn't mention, if you are playing the Devastator and you're trapped in the hell that I am as well, hello, friend. What do you call it? Something you can do that's pretty damn good is this. Essentially, if you ever find yourself caught up in his breath, you can just hit this, and you're basically in an immune state for this duration. Then you can cancel that, come back to the ground. Also, your immune state's like longer than you think, so when you're coming down, until you land, that's when you're finally able to take damage again. So if you're caught in this massive AoE, you'll be okay. What is Reflect used to like smash things, and now it almost seems like there's limit. Like you can only hold so much damage, or you can only give back so much. It just seems like the Devastator, man, really shit the bed. I'll be honest. I'm just like, what happened? What happened to our boy? I'm hoping that he gets some sort. Then again, his mods, his like character mods, seem to really amplify him. But I feel like that's the case for everybody. I digress. Love you. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Also, we're planning on making multiple Outriders videos and covering weapons, legendaries, the whole shebang. Hopefully I can see you in some of those videos. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is essentially how you farm in Outriders. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you do enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.